you haven't noticed, there seems to be this hot new trend going on Instagram, and it is called Faceless Instagram Reels. I'm sure you've seen it, but here's the thing. It's not new because it's, faceless marketing has been around for a really long time, but it's becoming really, really popular right now in 2024 and beyond. And because, for some reason, a lot of people, including myself, to be honest, we don't want to show ourselves on the camera all the time, right? It's not, for some of us, it may be because we're camera shy, but for some other people like myself, it may be because we don't want to get ready all the time, right? We work from home. We want to chill out. Like me, I'm always in chill out mode for the most part, unless, when I'm doing my YouTube videos, then of course I put on a little makeup and put my hair, whatever. But for the most part, I'm home chilling and I want to be relaxed and comfortable. And so I'm not a big fan of just getting ready every day for the camera, right? And so there's a lot of people like that. But what exactly is Facebook, Instagram Reels, right? And why are they taking social media by storm, specifically Instagram? Before we dive into today's training, I want to share a little disclaimer with you. With the strategy that I'm about to teach you, I was able to generate over 100 leads and a few sales along the way, just with a few faceless Instagram Reels. It hasn't even been unlocked, right? It's not like I have been on this, hardcore creating faceless, Instagram Reels, but the few that I have created have worked. So it does work. You don't always have to be on camera all the time in order for it to work. There's a lot of different faceless marketing strategies that you can do. And by the way, I actually put together a free resource for you. It is my Faceless Marketing Playbook. So if you want to download that, the link is going to be in the description below. So getting back to the point, like I said, I've generated over 100 leads with faceless Instagram Reels, and I have signed up a few people along the way. Okay, so I know for a fact that it works. And that is even with a small following, because I only have, to be honest with you, I only have about 5,000, about 4,800 followers on Instagram, to be exact, on my account as of the recording of this video, at least. So you can do this no matter how big or small your following is, no matter how much engagement you get with your followers, you can still create faceless Instagram Reels, and they work. But if you happen to have a bigger following than I do, over 5,000 followers, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, whatever the number is, you can do way better than me. But this video isn't about teaching you how to get the leads and sales. It's about how to go about creating the faceless Instagram Reels quickly. Anyway, my disclaimer that I wanted to share with you is that I'm really not a big fan of Instagram Reels. I'm really not, because I don't know what it is, but Instagram does not love me. Or maybe the algorithm doesn't love me, or I don't know, maybe my content actually sucks. I don't know. I just know that I'm not a big fan of Instagram Reels because every time at least on my account, every time I post my Instagram Reels, they just don't go viral. Complete transparency here. That's what it is. I mean, I do get views and I do get likes and engagement and things like that. And of course, I get leads coming in and a few sales along the way. But as far as like reach, yeah, it ain't happening for me on Instagram. And that's even after following a lot of the Instagram gurus on Instagram teaching this stuff. I have implemented a lot of the things that they have done inside of my own Reels. And for some reason, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but my reach on Instagram sucks. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there, because if you came here to listen to a video where you thought I was going to teach you how to get leads and sales, those will come. But in this video, I'm going to teach you how to create the faceless Instagram Reels using AI and Canva, and how to create a whole bunch of them fast so that you don't have to spend a lot of time doing them, because it's better to work smarter and harder. And that's what this video is about. Hey there, my name is 𝗲𝗍𝗀𝗃, and welcome to my little home here on YouTube. If you're looking to build a digital business and learn the strategies to get leads and sales for your business and create content that actually converts, then be sure to subscribe to my channel, because that's what I love to talk about. I love to talk about the things that I'm doing in my business and the things that are actually converting for me as far as leads and sales. So if that's your jam too, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. All right, enough talking. If you are ready to dive into my Faceless Instagram Reels tutorial, then let's go ahead and dive in.
All right, so I personally don't use ChatGPT like a lot of people do. I use a service called Jasper because Jasper was made for content creators like myself and like you. So if you want to learn more about Jasper, the link is going to be right below this video. Highly recommend. I've been using it for I think almost 2 years now, and I absolutely love it. So right now I am in Jasper, and you could see here that I've already entered in my prompt before I hit record on this video. But I'm going to go through this prompt to read it to you so that you understand what's going on here. So let me make this screen a little bit bigger. All right. So I'm telling it to create a spreadsheet with 3 columns as follows: hook, promise, call to action. I want to create a 7-second Instagram reel using B-roll footage, and I want to put words on the screen that includes a hook, a promise, and call to action. I need for you to give me a list of 30 hooks, 30 promises, and 30 CTAs, and put them on a spreadsheet without any emojis. The reason why I say put without any emojis is because sometimes it will put the emojis in there, and I want it to be just text. So I just want to make sure of that, because when it's done giving me the 30 hooks, 30 promises, and 30 CTAs, I'm going to take that content and copy and paste it into Canva, which we'll talk about next. All right, so let's continue. I want them to sound fun, exciting, witty, with a little sarcasm, because for me, that's my brand voice. So whatever your brand voice is, that's what you're going to, tell it to do. Don't make them sound boring, but make them simple. All right, moving on. I want all 3 of them to promote my new YouTube video titled How to Make a Social Media Content Calendar, Trello and Google Calendar. Now, with this section here, I want you to put whatever it is that you're promoting. So whether that's a YouTube video, a podcast episode, a course, a network marketing product, an affiliate program, it doesn't matter what it is. You need to tell it what the prompts are going to be about. Okay. And then I go on and say, here is what the hook, promise, and call to action should be about. So the hook, this is where you hook them in with a question or a statement that creates curiosity. Promise, this is what they will get when they take action to get the thing I am trying to sell them. CTA, this is the call to action on what to do next. This should say, read the caption without saying read the caption. Here's an example. Hook, want your audience to rely on your regular content? Promise, a content plan can keep you on schedule. CTA, copy my strategy below. Okay, so these are the 3 lines, the example that, I want Jasper to give me 30 hooks, 30 promises, and 30 call to actions, just so that it can get an idea of what I'm looking for. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and click send. All right, so here's what it spit out, but it spit it out with these quotes, and I don't want the quotes in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it to write it again without changing anything, without the quotes. So write it again without changing anything, but don't include the quotes. The reason why I am doing this is because we are going to copy this in bulk inside of Canva when we move on to the next step, and I don't want the quotes on the reels when I create them in Canva. So let it go ahead and finish doing this, and we'll move on to the next step. So now that it's done, what you're going to do is you're going to read through all of them. If you like all of them, great. There's nothing else for you to do. But if there's like a few that you don't like, you could just go ahead and open up a spreadsheet and type in 3 columns: hook, promise, call to action, and then copy paste over the ones that you actually want to use. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to keep it simple, and we are going to just take exactly what Jasper gave me, and we're going to plug it into Canva. So I am just going to go ahead and copy all of this, copy, and I'm going to put it in the spreadsheet. All right, so now we'll open this up and make it look pretty. So we got 3 columns. Now, this is, 30 days worth of content that you're going to do in just a few minutes. It's awesome. All right, so we have 30 here. Okay, as you could see, there's 30. Well, actually, it gave me 29 for whatever reason, but that's okay. So now that we have this, we're going to go ahead and title this. We'll just call it Reels Content. All right, and then we're going to click on File, Download. We're going to download it as a CSV. Okay, so I'm just going to put it right there, click Save. And now we're going to hop on over to Canva. So now we're going to head on over to Canva. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on Social Media. And we're going to look for the Instagram Reels right here. Or you could just type it in the search bar to look for Instagram Reels. So now we're going to look at the designs of the Instagram Reels. And what I'm looking for is one like this, but that has 3 rows, right? Because we have 3 columns, so we need 3 parts of the reel. So this one only has 2, right? That's 1 and then 2. But for the purpose of this video, I am going to just go and show you the one that I already created. All right, so here is one that I already created. You can see there's no video on there. I have the background set to black. You can put whatever color you want. You could put white, you could put black or whatever. I personally like black because I am using white words. But this is all about your creativity and how you want to create these. All right, so the reason why I'm creating it black is because I'm going to go ahead and type here, woman hands writing. It could be anything. It could be coffee, right? It could be like you see all these images with coffee. Remember, this is about creating faceless Instagram Reels. And so what you're looking for is faceless content. All right, so I'm actually going to bring that one in, and we'll do the transparency lower on that one. All right, so let me make this bigger to see how it looks. And I really love the way that looks, but we need to push it to the back more. So we're going to click position and move it all the way to the back. This video as it stands is 14 seconds. That is entirely too long. So we want to make it about 7 seconds long. So I'm just going to drag that there, and there we go. We have it 7 seconds long. Okay. So you're going to make sure that your text is positioned exactly where you want it. So this is going to be for the hook. This is going to be for the promise. And then you have your call to action. Just make sure that you leave a little bit of room on the bottom because you don't want your name to be covered here. Okay, so I'm just going to move this up just a little bit right there. I think it's perfect. So once you have your main video there, once you have fixed the transparency, added the color in the background, made it look exactly the way you want it, because this is the actual template that you're going to be using. Once you're done with, choosing the font and the colors and all of that and positioning everything exactly where you want it to be, the next step is we're going to take what we created on the spreadsheet, on the Google Sheet, and we're going to dump it in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to apps, and we're going to click on bulk. We're going to type in bulk. Okay, and then we're going to click bulk create. right? So we're going to click upload data, and I am going to look for the one that I just created. So here we have Reels content. Now, in order for this button to not be grayed out, we have to activate it. In order to do that, we need to come back to our template. Now remember, this one right here is the hook. This one right here is the promise. And this one right here is the call to action. So we need to link these words to, the columns over here. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to click on it and then choose these three dots, and you're going to click connect data. And now you will see the hook, the promise, and the call to action. So we're going to choose that one for hook because that's the hook. And then we want the call to action to be here. So we're going to choose that, click the three dots, connect data, and this one is the promise. So we're going to attach that to the promise. And then this one here is the call to action. So we are going to connect that data to the CTA. All right, so now you could see that it's here. Actually, I don't think this one is linked. Okay, yeah, no, it's not linked. All right, so now that it's linked, right, you could see that it is in these brackets, and that's what we want. That's when you know that it's linked, when it's in the brackets. All right, so now you could see this button has lit up. So now we're going to click continue, and you can see all of the, what was it, 29 of the pieces of content that we created from the spreadsheet, okay? All right, so now we're going to click on Generate 29, and it's going to open up in a new window, and now you can see it generated 29 pieces of content, right? In just a matter of seconds. So let's look at them really quickly. So if we look at the first one, you could see we have it here. Now, you're going to have to go through each and every one of them just to make sure that everything fits, because as you can see here on this one, it doesn't fit, right? So what we need to do with this one is I need to make this bigger. All right, so we got to do a little adjustments here. I'm going to open up that a little bit bigger. And we'll spread this out a little bit more. Oops. There we go. And we'll make this smaller just a little bit and position that in the middle. Okay. Now I want to pull these a little bit closer. And I'm going to grab these and bring it up. All right. So that looks good. I actually want this to go down just a little bit more. And there we go. Okay. So now you're going to go, the first step is after you've imported all of the pieces of content, you're going to have to go through each and every one of them to make sure that they're positioned right. Just like I did with this one here. I'm not going to do that in this video, but you could do that with yours. Move this down a little bit more. All right. So if we look at all of these, they all need to be adjusted. Okay. So you're going to have to adjust those, but the content is already there. So the first step is to adjust them. And then the second step is to go through each of them and add the video in the background. So this one is already done, the first one. And we will go to the second one, adjust it. And then we're going to go here on the left-hand side, click on videos and type in whatever it is that you're looking for. Woman walking on beach. Okay, here's some feet. Let's say I wanted to use that. And we're going to drag that over. And there we have her walking on the beach. Now, what you need to pay attention to is this video is 29 seconds long. So we need to adjust that by dragging this over here to 7 seconds. All right, we'll look for 7 seconds, and there we go. Okay, so now we could just go through each and every one of them. First step is to adjust the content. Second step is to add the videos. Once you're done, you're done. Now, all you have to do is, once you have done all of these, now you just need to, what I like to do is, I like to go to my phone on the Canva app, and download the video to my actual phone. So from my phone, I'll do it here on the laptop because it's the same thing. But from the phone, I would click on share, download, and then when I go to all pages, I'm only going to choose the page that I need, right? So I would choose page number 1, for example, and then download. So that will be done on my phone. This way I can upload it to Instagram or Facebook Reels or YouTube Shorts or wherever I want to promote this reel. So if you like this video, you're absolutely going to love my Faceless Marketing Playbook. It's your guide to a profitable digital business without on-camera exposure. If you want to get access to that, the link is going to be right under this video in the description box below. In there, I'm going to be sharing with you 8 different types of pieces of content that you can create that is faceless that will get you results. You're absolutely going to love it. Make sure you download it now, and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this. And don't forget to click that bell notification so you don't miss every time I upload a brand new video. And of course, if you loved this video, please make sure that you leave a comment below and share this if you got some value. I can't wait to hear from you and read your comments and reply. So I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching.